started.
Alright.
Ooh.
Master, you're saying?
Um, I was gonna say he used this song for our little special event.
Yeah. It's a really good song. Let's see here. So, we last left our group of adventurers a while ago. Sorry about the long delay, but things happened, and right now you guys just arrived in the devil pit here in the in the burning bayou. And so far, you've been after taking some time to prepare and travel. You've been informed by your contact there, a pit fiend in charge of security for the devil's pit for the devil pits, Harrowball, that they've been having some troubles housing, or rather not housing, but protecting this light dragon. Or yeah, that as of recent, these pissed off some. Wait, one moment. Sorry, I got alerted that there's pizza here. I'll eventually have to stop by shortly, but yeah, let me take care of this first. Yeah, that currently the light dragon is being hunted down by, well, something that they don't know, but you're familiar with and identified as psychopomps. Celestial, sort of entities that serve death itself to keep the balance between life and death. As a result, at least some of you guys agreeing to assist him with another thing regarding whispers, like probably because from being heard from some of the residents of the Devil Pits, likely caused by some psychopomps. He decided that it would be in his best interest to give you guys some temporary room and board while you're working here, so to speak. Since you're scratching his back, he might as well scratch yours, because wants to make himself look good, of course.
Yeah.
With that, the adventure continues. So, let's see here. Alistair and Ashana are currently going to do like a sweep and general relaxation in the small building that your group has been given. It's kind of like this two-story house, or kind of not house, small two-story house. Does anyone want to take a look at the place as well? Any of you three?
I want to look around,
All right.
see what sort of layout of the place, see if they provide, if there's any amenities there, what have you.
All right. Will Rahamid as well, and so will Zeros as well, or?
You know what? Sure, why not?
All right. So, how do I put this? You know how some people like stone tables in their kitchen, which is fine because it's really easy to clean with stone countertops. Yeah.
Depends what stone you're talking about. Like marble. Marble is really
Like
nice.
black marble, yeah. Yeah. Basically, imagine that, but the floor as well, and as well as the walls, all black marble. But there's carpet. There's very fancy, certainly very foreign carpeting or carpets strewn about. Nowhere near the kitchen, which there is, with filled, and if any of you check, filled with some very odd spices and foods and other things you can't exactly make heads or tail out of. There's a lounging room, a living room, and what appears to be 8 bedrooms, all completely furnished, with single person beds, though very, very comfortable, suffice to say. Think like a 4.5-star, God, was it condo? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I've actually been in a condo before. I gotta say, they're pretty nice.
Yeah.
They can be.
Yeah.
So,
And and weirdly enough, compared to outside where it's almost unusually warm, it's sort of room temperature here.
Huh.
hmm.
Interesting.
So are these carpets, like, are they like throw carpets or are they like bolted in?
They appear to be thrown carpets, though there are some that are very clearly embedded into the ground.
How nice
There's one out front.
How nice does the throne carpet look?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
How nice does the throne carpet look? Is it like what sort of threads does it use? Like blues and reds?
It uses a combination of actually grays and blacks, actually. But the way it's sort of grays, blacks, and whites. But the way it's sort of designed has a sort of like spirally aspect to it. That's certainly very appealing to the eyes. Kind of makes up for the lack of vibrant and bright colors.
Okay, so when we leave here, I'll be taking that.
All right. Stereotypical thief character. I like it. I'm kidding. You're good.
I mean,
you're not the stereotypical thief character in my opinion, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to stop you, but I'm also not going to condone your actions.
There are also bells, small handbells, set up in each room. One in the kitchen area, one in like each personal bedroom, as well as restrooms and, of course, the lounging area.
Yeah.
And with a small piece of paper in Infernal that says, "Ring for help."
Seeing as I don't know Infernal, I can't read that. So,
Oriox would translate that for you if need be, of course.
actually,
For those of you who don't know Infernal, of course.
yeah, actually, Alistair and Ashana, both of them offered to teach me Infernal.
Yeah. Which will take a little bit, but yeah, it's doable.
Would it say like a day or two?
Yes it is. Yeah, so it would take a few days to at least get you somewhat fluent in Infernal for a few days.
Well, I mean, I have the free intelligence of the language slot.
Yeah, it would just take longer. So, like, at the end of the day, or before the end of the day, or before needing to rest, you'd have to spend like an hour or two to, study the materials or study the language.
Yeah, I'll actually, since both Ashana and Alistair are in service right now, I'd assume we could take like a day or two for rest. I can't imagine we're like too hard pressed. So I do want to take at least a day to start getting familiar with Infernal.
All right. Anything? All right. So that's what you plan to be doing for a little bit. Alex, what is Rahamid going to do? At least till the end of the day. Because you only got like essentially 6 hours left. Alex?
Not much. was going to try to learn Infernal from Moose, so I could do that to start next day.
Yeah, she can certainly tutor you as well. So you just want to spend the last 6 hours before calling you to rest studying with her?
Yeah.
Alright, it's a date between you then, basically, since it's just going to be the two of you. Because, well, if I'm going by the technical definition of a date, yes, it's a date. This is between two people hanging out. So yeah. So, and Riker, what is Xeris going to do for the last 6 hours before, long rest happens?
I mean, I could just learn Infernal from Solithus.
He'd be willing to teach you, your kin and all that.
Exactly.
Do you want to do that, or no?
Well, before I decide to do that and end up screwing myself, potentially, let me see if I've got anything fucking typed down.
Alright. Take your time, of course.
I don't think I do. Looking at it, I don't think I do.
Alright. Then, yeah. In that case, I need anyone who's like to, study to learn Infernal, if you have a free, slot from Intelligence, to make me... What would it be in this case? For learning information... Let me just pull up something here. I mean, intelligence, I would say either intelligence or... intelligence, and everything afterwards will be wisdom. So just a flat intelligence check with advantage because you have a tutor with you, with each of you.
Oh, I'm still GM rolled.
Yeah, so we'll take that. First one that you rolled, that was GM rolled. That was a 14. 17. Alright. And a 15. Alright, it's, you're going to be, the DC is not going to be that high. It's literally just 14, so Captain Rosewinter barely succeeded, so for the next few hours you have a barely passable understanding of Infernal. Kind of like a yo no hable español levels of comprehension. Where you know what the words mean, but it'll take you like a few minutes to fully register an entire 10-word sentence. So yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Alright, so night falls, morning comes. Yes. And let's see here. For the first person who would wake up, Captain Rosewinter, you hear a knock coming from the front door. In the middle of the night while you're resting.
And quick reminder, Auntie, Alex, I don't believe Ramid needs to sleep, does he?
No, he does not.
And then Mohammed would also hear this as well.
Yeah.
Actually, this would actually happen a little bit after you finish your long rest, Captain Rosewinter, so...
Okay, so... Is there a peephole or anything?
Yes, there is. You see that appears to be let's see here, a bearded devil in what appears to be a simple blue shirt with black dress pants. He appears to have some sort of letter in his hands and waiting dutifully, albeit with a slight hint of impatience.
Okay. I'll open the door.
Alright. Sort of looks at you up and down and asks if you are Alistair Ashana, Captain Rahamid, Solithus, or Xeris.
Does he say this in Infernal or in Common?
In Infernal.
Okay, so I take a minute to think, to process this. Probably a lot longer than it should for a native speaker. And
Yeah, but then
I
again, if it's morning, then you could probably pass it off as grog.
yeah, and I'll just nod my head and say, "I can speak Infernal, right?"
Yeah, but with a very clear accent,
Okay, well,
really heavy accent. Like, good God.
yeah. I'll say yes, and I'll hold out my hand for the letter.
All right. He sort of looks at you up and down, shrugs, and hands you the letter.
Okay. I'll just kind of close the door in his face, not really slam it, but just close it. Not trying to provoke any
You're like,
further words.
Yeah. All right, you do so.
And I will open the letter.
All right. The letter itself is written in Infernal, or not Infernal. Wait, Common. Shit, my brain's potato.
Okay.
It is written. Yeah. It is written by a Harrowball, essentially stating that he probably didn't that he apologizes for not explaining the what your suite has to offer. It's a bit small, but it's the best they could do in a short amount of time, which is surprising considering for you this is actually quite big for a suite. He then explains that each of the bells will summon a imp to complete a task that you need done. It's like, say, having a letter sent to him, or if you run out of any food or anything like that, they can send an order to restock your food there. Additionally, if you ring and you're under like physical duress, either from like being attacked or other such things, then the imp will send down their security team to assist you as soon as possible, which at least with where you're located, will take about 2 minutes, which a bit surprising how fast they are, or at least in your opinion, but it's something.
Yeah. Okay. I'll remember that.
Yeah. They also mentioned that they'd really appreciate if they get some assistance regarding those whispers, because although it's mostly confusing their residents, they want to prevent any possibility that it may cause discontent, so to speak, within the general populace of this pit.
Best to cut the head off the snake before it bites you in the ass, as opposed to after the fact.
Exactly.
Okay. Well.
It also attached is a small list of devils under contract who will be able to answer your questions, who have already been informed of your group's presence and that you'd likely ask them, and or that you'd likely ask them questions regarding this case.
Okay.
Let me just pull up the
the
names and what they are.
Okay. I'll bring this to Rahamid since I know he'd be up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just kind of hands him the letter.
Is it all I'm guessing?
It's in common.
No, it's common.
It's all common, mate.
It's from our big friend Hammond. Just kind of explaining how things will work, how some of the things here work, and if we once we decide to go after those whispers, who to talk to.
Forget about it, you're making dinner in it as well. I'm just saying, just once a day, using it for that short amount of time. Yeah, that makes
See if we get
anyone hours, which depending where you live, with Australia's rates of 77 and about $100 hour. So it's
Not necessarily anything too spectacular. Excuse me, if we get these whispers done quickly, we'd, it would help our case a lot more, and the dragon would probably trust us more. We scratch his guard's back. We're proven to be capable and trustworthy. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't personally go to the dragon until we've proven we're trustworthy. He seems to be scared of his own shadow, for good reason.
Alright, let's start at there then go wake up Sarah's.
God damn it. Alright, I'll give Ante a second. Because he's currently fucking typing something.
Yeah, I'm just typing it out, and after I type it out, and eventually as you guys will wake up, I'll go pick up my dinner.
Alright.
Okay.
And also let you guys plan out who you want to approach first.
Oh yeah. The list.
Actually, that reminds me. So, Harrock said that another person from our realm actually came to him.
Huh, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, I'm actually just wondering, like, was it them who, actually, like, I don't know, brought the fucking relic here in the first place? I mean, I know it's a fucking long shot, but...
I think it was someone else who was looking for the relic.
Yeah, and he might have stumbled upon it. Again, I
Yeah.
don't know if it's 100% confirmed if the relic is the key we're looking for, or if that already did get confirmed and my brain is just not letting me remember. It could be
I think there was
yeah.
I think there was a general description of it that we were given, and we were like, yeah, that sounds like it.
Okay, so it definitely is confirmed to be the key from just description alone. So,
Yeah,
the
well,
Light Dragon does have
there's...
the key, so...
Yeah,
If we manage to help out the Light Dragon big time, we gotta ask for two favors. One, that key, and two, dealing with the rowdy demons out in the north of the map.
Yeah.
Because essentially that's the plan, because like if we manage to get help of the Light Dragon along with the devils, deal with the demons, cause them to like, essentially stop, like get them to permanently stop the ideal situation.
Here's what I'm thinking, and hear me out on this. We don't necessarily need to help the Light Dragon just in itself to actually get the demons to help out up north. All we gotta do is help out the demons themselves. In order to do that. But in order to get the key, we would need to help out the dragon.
Yeah.
So.
What here's my thought. We're going to get a favor from this. What if our favor is to deal with the demons up north?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The favor from the demons, we could use their favor to have them go up north and help out up there. And we could use the favor from the dragon to get the key.
Alright. That sounds the ideal situation, so that's what we can
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's enough of my questions. So, if either of you two have any.
Nope, I got none.
Not really.
The only thing I got is just a reminder to the group that Rahamid always discards everyone before his long rest finishes, so he has all of his spell slots back. And then, even if not, it's like, short rest, they're back, hey!
Yeah. Admittedly, that is kind of nice.
Death Ward is
Yeah.
the best lifesaver.
Oh, yeah. Like, 100%.
Yeah, especially when you got freaking
Alright.
Warlock doing it.
Alright. Yeah. Agreed. So here is the list of devils that he recommends who could assist you in regards to the Whispers case.
So we know where.
Right back.
So,
As well as their name, their title, and of course what type of devil they are.
So
Do we?
one, right?
Do we?
You one at a time. You could spend you can essentially go through all of them in one day, or you can go through one of them at a time and take the rest to get to know the people.
Alright, so each of them are the equivalent of I'd say equivalent of a general quote unquote for each demon sack that's fending off these wisps and shadow demons.
This is specifically regarding the Whispers, yeah, but these are like general staff that we're looking into it. Essentially, this is essentially the equivalent of being assigned a case and being given a list of the people who worked on it, who are currently working on it, as well as you, or who were working on it.
Head investigators, then.
Yes, other investigators. Yeah.
Mm.
So we pick one. And
So-
go down then.
Yeah. And
I
if you
think
want, I will let you. I don't usually do this, but I will trust you to just, if you want to, look up in the compendium in terms of what type of devil they are. You can look up the devil type, of course, and look it up. As I will just say, they are all from the Kobold Press books for monsters and shit.
Okay. So my
Yes,
question
yeah.
is only one question I have. We know their name, title, and what type of demon are we? They are
Not demon, devil.
devil. Okay. And
Big
we
difference.
know roughly where we would find them.
Yes, it has where to find them, and it has like a general dossier of in terms of what to do and what not to do in front of these devils.
Okay.
Because different types of devils have different mannerisms. As listed as it says, as according to Harrowball, devils are a representation of the extremes of selfishness. After all, so yeah. The more powerful, the more selfish they are.
Ooh. I like that. Okay.
With that,
Well,
I will
you go-
leave you to converse amongst yourselves who to meet first, and also feel free to enjoy the artwork of these monsters as well, because they're pretty nice overall, I'd say. So I'll just see you shortly.
So I don't know about y'all, but I mean, if their titles are anything to go off of, Zyron the Faithful and Chorus the Perceiver do seem to be the least likely to run us in circles.
Yeah, the faithful is
Well, you gotta take into account the type of devil they are too.
Yeah.
So let me take a quick look at any of the devils. Because 5e tools are not all of them.
No. So I'm looking at the guild and the crystalline. The crystalline devils are the epitome of greed. They are walking crystalline shards of treasure. So if we were to bring him a gem of some sort, assuming it's not insulting, he might be able to. We might be able to work with. He might be more inclined to help us.
The ink demon, from what I'm seeing, they're more of like they rather talk you than rather go into a fight. So they rather deal with things negotiation wise than confrontational wise.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the title of that's kind of the vibe I got with the title even.
Yeah.
You know?
Same with Guild. Demon. These two are the greedy demons.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The Infernal Knight would probably be more just from the title and the Infernal Knight. It seems like they're just loyal to whoever they serve.
Yeah.
So they're the most ones to trust currently because, like, as long as you are faithful to them, they'll probably be faithful to you.
Yeah.
Oh god, the lunar devils are terrifying looking.
Yeah, I took a look at them. I was like, oh, that's. I think I saw that in Nightmare once when I was younger. Damn.
Oh, these. Okay. I'm starting to piece something together.
Yeah.
Each one of these demons, it seems like, is a archetype of a type of sin. The lunar devil is sloth, while the gilded devil and the crystalline. Well, the gilded devil is pride.
Yeah.
Well, either greed or pride. It's just what I'm seeing. Or let me look at the aura.
What would that make the Infernal Night Devil though?
He's probably pride, more likely, because he's prideful of his well, yeah, pride can come from servitude too, so easily.
Yeah.
Everybody's heard about the real workers trying to steal. This is how crazy this is.
Yeah,
All this time, people talking about Russia.
Oh, yeah, Ormos seems like they're a
Nancy
horse-like demon.
Mail that shit to Russia. Y'all are fucking stupid.
So, yeah, they sell that knowledge to those who have pride, so.
Maybe I'll be quiet. It was a woman. She put up a video today. He's talking about anybody out there just feeling.
These are all going to be some type of evil.
Yeah, but he's more on like it's straight up like these lawful evils. So it's like it's an evil that he. I think the proper way to put it is necessary evil.
There are some evils that are admittedly a bit of a necessity.
Oh, so the phrase from "never trust a gift horse" stems from these devils. that that's essentially where that saying comes from. That's
I'd honestly think, say, the Ouroboros would be envy. Envious of knowledge. Would you say the? Let me look at the Ink Devil. Would you say you looked at that one, didn't you?
Yeah, essentially they are ink devils are talkers and cowards. They prefer chatting, whining, and bleeding in any form of combat. Like, if they are forced into fight, they'll hide behind covers behind other devils.
Yeah.
Perhaps I was wrong.
Yeah, and the ink demon's one of the weaker demons, so they're relatively speaking, compared to the other ones, he's the weakest of the group.
Yeah, I think we should. In order to not stress us out or not to stretch us too thin, we should look at 3 today, 3 tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should choose 3 that we want to look at today, and then we'll whatever information they give us, we'll continue off of that.
Honestly, working with one of the with the more well-known and stronger demons first, then working our way down might look better in the long run for us than starting out with a weak and then working our way up.
Yeah, because
if we managed to help out the stronger ones first and then start working our way down, the word would have spread by the weaker ones by then.
Yeah, I think we should head to the Crystalline Demon, the Hell Knight, the Infernal Knight, and either the Ink Devil or the Lunar Devil. We do a combination of strong and weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. Though I'd advise that maybe we should have it. That maybe if we're not getting lucky, that we should, ensure that we're still able to change it up a bit if we're just not getting much info,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one of the knights give us trouble with this, not letting us help them out with the wisp problem, we'll just be like, see another demon and then come back to them later when they're willing to talk.
Yeah, that or worst case scenario, we let their fucking boss know, and then he can just deal with that on his own time.
Hey, boss man, what? Those demons are not letting us help them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the bell imps are for. Whenever we want to send a message to
though, like I said, the worst case scenario,
Yeah, I mean,
right.
Worst case scenario, we ring the bell. Either, the demon pops up right in front of us and be like, hey, can you send a message to this guy? Or we literally just show the bell and be like, alright, we'll just summon this demon and let them know that you weren't willing to help us. And them being devils, they'll probably immediately know what that is and be like, oh.
I can tell you how to do it.
Yeah, because I'm betting that, if they're not willing to talk to us, all we have to do is show the bells. And they'll probably immediately know what they do.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, oh, now we're willing to talk.
Yeah. I bet we could deactivate them until we need to, until we need to use them. Put a piece of cloth inside of them.
Well, I assume it works like an item. You actually have to physically ring it. I assume just carrying it won't count as it ringing it,
Possibly. I don't know if there's...
one thing we would need to address is, are they actually, attached in any form to a surface. Because there are admittedly some bells that are attached.
That's true. Desk bells and such.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, on the list, which ones do you think we should go to?
Honestly, I think the ones that y'all were thinking about were fine, but like I said, we should probably leave some room that we can change up the strategy a bit if we need to.
Okay. I want to see the Crystalline Devil for my own sake, for my own reasons. But any other would we could do. Uh,
Yeah.
I think we have our list.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. I believe we said the
The Faithfuls,
The
the Indomitable, and the Perceiver. I believe.
yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Either Perceiver and either Perceiver or Cleaver, yeah.
And if one of them doesn't work, how about we have the Cleaver, the Lunar Devil, as the backup?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. So, who are we thinking to talk to first, the Faithful or the Indomitable? Because talking one of the stronger teams first might lead us to be like have the weaker teams more open.
Yeah.
Well, according to what I noted in the Roll20 compendium, the Infernal Knights are typically like the fucking right hand of the fucking Pit Fiends and whatnot.
So if we keep talking to him first and work with him first, it might open up the door to the other demons and be a lot easier with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that'd basically be us getting our foot in the door, essentially, so to
Okay.
speak.
I can agree with that. We go to the faithful, uh, either the Indomitable or the Perceiver, and if either one of those doesn't work, we then go to our backup.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, so we've got our plan, essentially, so...
Yeah, just waiting for Andy to come back with his food.
With his pizza.
Yeah.
His,
And I'm just gonna...
I've returned.
Oh,
Hello?
speaking of the devil,
Whoops.
Pun intended or no?
pun 100% intended.
Okay, sure.
Alright, so we decided on the Faithful, the Indelible, and the Perceiver. We're going to try to do 3 of them within a day. We're going to try to talk to the Faithful Infernal Knight first.
Alright. Let me just copy... What? Okay, there we go. I'm just going to copy paste this list into the
Into the documents somewhere.
to the Roll20 chat, actually. Or not Roll20, the Discord.
And then pin it later.
Yeah.
Trump is now stepping down.
Yeah.
He's allowing transition of power, not to Biden, military. This is exactly
Yeah,
transition into martial law. So
There we go, Devil Investigator list. Alright, so... was it the Faithful?
what martial law is and what
We'll go Zyron the Faithful first.
Yep.
And before we go there, is there any taboos or anything we should know before?
Yes. For one, to refer to him only by his title, and number 2, let's see here. speak in a old, essentially, or is it old? Essentially, this equivalent would be an old English tongue. As if sir, loyal, thou hast and all that shit.
So,
Sir faithful.
so just for a bit of clarification, are those things to do or to not do?
To do. To not,
Okay.
and the two nots are basically to not speak like normal people.
Alright, so we gotta refer to him as his full title as Zaron the Faithful, right?
Yes, whenever speaking to him or saying his name, or speaking of him or in his presence or saying his name in general.
Fair enough. And speak in ye old king's tongue.
Basically. He does these devils do no common, so you don't have to,
Alright.
Thank God.
Don't worry. It's every other devil, if you want to contact, or, all infernal.
Yeah, so above game with thankfully with Rahamid being ancient and being pretty much growing up in ancient Egypt, it should be easy to understand, like, know how to go back to speaking ye old tongue.
Well, it's ancient Egypt-esque country. This is ancient, central, ancient southern, ancient southern, not Rashme, southern Serenian Empire tongue.
I mean, okay, that's pretty fair, but he would know how those people speak, so.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So if I mess up, it's not Raham mess up, it's legitimately me being like, oops.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I believe the technical term for that would be King's English, if I'm not mistaken.
It's literally the King's English. The knight wishes to be treated as a knight. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, that happened. Oh, Mass. Okay, Mass has returned. I think. Have you
I
returned?
have. Yes.
So, alright, off to go see Zyron the Faithful.
Alright. His specific location is the front desk. Is he's basically in charge. He's second in command to the iron tier, or not the iron. There. Sorry, the steel tier. Your security group, or mercenaries. Sorry, not mercenaries. Bodyguards. The steel tier mercenaries.
Alright, so he's decently high up.
Yeah, basically. He's not as strong as, as Harrowball, but
Yeah,
he's
not
up
as
there.
strong as Terraball, but hey, he's still pretty high up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically. Yeah, you see this just giant of a man, probably 9, maybe 8'11", in what appears to be full plate, furs, and no face guard. Anything that would expose his skin only reveals like a molten-y, glowing humanoid, semi-humanoid form.
Have some comments. That's literally all that I could ask.
Well, Zareth himself is not going to question it in any form, so...
Alright. You see as
so
sorry, continue.
So, boys, let's, I hope you've got your questions ready, boys.
And also get your King's English ready.
That too.
If you need help, you know what, I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna throw you guys a bone. If you need help, let me just open this, and I'll just post in resources. Because I guess this is a resource, and I think you guys will like it. There we go. English to Shakespeare.
Oh, it's been years since I've dusted off the ye olde King's English.
Mmm. Alright. So yeah, just in case you guys need it. Because I know it's not for everyone, Shakespearean Old English. It's
I used to be really good at Shakespearean English, and now it's just like,
It's a blur. Or do you just
right.
cringe at the memories?
Mm, It's I I can't remember any of it. Hark, sire, the,
Uh,
off.
Alright, so this is like my spelling is gonna be atrocious. So I'm not gonna be able to use that site. I'm not gonna be able to fucking probably. I'm gonna have to essentially try to do my best to actually act it. But it's like I said, if I fuck up, it's me, not Muhammad.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, so who wishes to approach him first?
Probably.
I volunteer Riker.
Hello
Well,
there, gang.
fuck.
Oh Yang.
Oh, Yang, you came in with the perfect timing.
We have to. So we're speaking to a couple of devils over the whisper things. The devil we chose, we have to speak in Old English.
Yeah, because certain ones have certain proclivities. The more powerful they are, the stronger their proclivity. In this case, yeah, that's very strong proclivity. It does say that he won't kill you, he won't harm you, he'll be very confused and a little bit annoyed.
Alright. That's a setup.
And also for image of the Infernal Knight, known as Zyron the Faithful. I'll post an image of what Infernal Knights look like in the Discord. Yeah.
I mean,
It's pretty baller.
Pretty cool.
Oh, they look dope.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I've probably got a good enough accent for it.
Alright. So,
But
to say Ashana will join you in this as well, if Yang, you feel comfortable with the ye old English, if not, but you still want to join in, I put a English to Shakespearean thing in the resources, which you know what, I'll pin because it's. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's useful. It's fun, I guess, for some. For those who look for it, yeah, yeah.
I thought there was a $25 limit.
So yeah, who amongst you would like to approach?
well, let's see. Duke has already volunteered my ass.
I mean, Muhammad can also step up to speed.
I'm fine with the old English.
Well, Muhammad, if you want to, if you'd like to take first go at it, by all means.
There's a reason the Godfather doesn't say this.
Alright, so Rahamid? Alright. As you approach, he was standing. Or he was resting, essentially, leaning against the wall. He noticing you, hand not near his weapon, but he just raises a hand towards you in a sort of stop motion, and says, "Stun who? Who is there?"
But that could just be a false flag operation by Antifa to get us to think that Margarita is our psychopaths. Look, you won't have much time to yell at the kids.
Alright.
Because House Republicans just appointed a House
My brain went for a moment.
Education
It was
Committee.
like,
Come on!
and I got distracted by the background.
Haribo.
Why not just appoint Surgeon General Joe Camel?
Rosewinter will interject. Def Zyron ye faithful.
And then Shana will say, my own name is Shana.
Then Zeus.
I be
Well, I should say, and I'd be Zeus. Yeah, there we go. That's a little better.
I am Rose Wintar, at your service.
As you all introduce yourselves, he sort of takes a moment to, process what you've all told him. Looks at each of you all down, nods. Lord Hurlball hast informed me of thy visitation and thy quest. How can I help?
What doth thee know of thine whispers?
Alright.
Hold on, I gotta turn that bot down just slightly.
Right? I'm like half about to just mute it.
It's like it starts out quiet, then it goes really loud, and it gets just really distracting. My brain just
Mm-hmm.
so. I'm trying to remember our original intention because like trying to earn.
Just playing around with that site. I have a good grasp on it.
Yeah. All right. If I'm remembering above game, the plan is to help out these devils in particular to earn
Uh,
favors from them, right? Essentially.
what we need their information on the whispers,
Yeah.
what they know of, and how can we assist in dealing with these permanently.
So, what's the whispers again?
Things that are plaguing the light dragon.
Oh, okay.
No, they're plaguing the devils.
Well, they're after the light dragon, but the devils are the ones stopping it. So they're the ones that are getting plagued by it because they're the ones to.
So devils are in the crossfire.
I think that's what the
Yeah.
step process is. They're going after the light devil,
Yeah.
but the demons are stopping them, so it's plaguing the devils now.
From what we
Light dragon,
understand.
Yeah.
So, in response to your question, he says, the whispers has been bothering the people for a while. I did look into it, but I'm not too knowledgeable of a lot of the supernatural.
Well,
How can I help? Aside. Oh, no, sorry, rewind. Yeah. Sorry, my brain is in NPC mode. Sort of ye old knight, helpful, or in this, at least in this case, helpful knight mode.
he's asking how can help us, but we're trying to help him with these quests. I stated so at the start.
Yeah.
He,
one moment. Maybe this gum isn't really helping me all that much.
Yeah, it's especially if this is a key character. If it's being too forceful, we can just say speaking English. It doesn't. You don't have to literally do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Up to you, though.
seriously, you don't need to challenge yourself just to make things.
No. Hey, look, I set this up for myself as well as for it to be a bit more challenging in a way for you, or at the very least, more immersive for that sort of character.
yeah.
I have to follow through.
I'm
Could you
gonna
just
follow.
reinstate that we're here to help?
Yeah.
Because I have it here.
Yeah. Because I have a couple of questions I have lined up.
Yeah.
Since I don't have the full grasp, I can just reinstate.
So, here's what I would like to ask. What I would like to ask is a very simple question.
I almost
Though
got the second part. Here it is. I did hear of one thing yond was consistent with those whispers. Those gents were eventually followed by a horrible conceit.
Oh.
Above
Hmm.
really quick, is someone in the background?
Nightmares.
Yeah,
Oh,
background.
come on.
Let me do it. Raz, can someone listen to something in the background? Like music?
I can't do anything about it.
No, you
Uh,
can't even hand them headphones? Is it like TV or is it like.
It's my mom's phone. I can't
I'd
do it.
recommend then push to talk, at least for the time being.
Yeah. Or just.
After that, you can switch it back.
Yeah, the other option is literally handing them headphones and be like, please.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh.
I did hear of one. Yeah, sorry, I already told you that. They're followed by horrible conceit.
Alright, so knowing about the things that are placed in the Light Dragon as much. What would I know? Because I did roll anything else last time. Do I have to make another roll? Because my brain is being fucking stupid.
You know about you did roll high enough for the psychopumps. So I'll say this would be another religion check.
Okay.
Normally, but the DC is significantly lower for you. Okay, go ahead. Waste those natural 20s when a 15 would have sufficed.
When it comes to the undead and when it comes to the Muhammad's an expert, what can I say?
That doesn't sound like, from what you know, that does not sound like a psychopomp. Psychopomps are, keepers of balance between life and death. I mean, maybe these are completely separate and maybe some sort of side effect, but something seems off. You don't know what for certain what it may be, but it's like that sort of like that nagging feeling, like you put in an answer, but you know it's wrong.
Okay, so not just like something that your brain. Rahaman will pipe up and ask, "Did thou get a good look at what these foul creatures are?"
Looks a bit confused. Takes a moment to process what you just said.
Do thine apparitions have an image?
He shakes his head as he's still he's processing. It's almost like he's going through his memories. He shakes his head. Let's see. You pull up. Sorry, one moment. My roommates are asking me why I'm speaking in Old English.
Just look at them and be like D&D.
Yeah, it's a fun time, so.
Anyways, alright, you didn't get a good look at these apparitions caused how?
Who?
What fate did befall these men after they caught these creatures?
I'm currently just. Oh, sorry.
Adjusting yourself.
No, it's not that. I just need to clear my throat.
Oh. Again, you don't need to do voices. If it's your turn,
Ugh. Sorry, I didn't want you guys to hear that. That was very, very. Yeah. I don't want you guys to hear that. It's not very nice.
Above game, he didn't get a good look at the creatures that killed these men. So Muhammad will just ask, then what fate fell these men after he encountered those apparitions?
Discord just did a fucky wucky.
Oh, did you not hear a single word I said?
No, because Discord did again a fucky wucky. Can you please repeat? I'm so sorry.
I do not want to repeat myself. I strongly dislike it. Every time it does, it pisses me off. Alright. Let me try to rethink what I just just said because my brain is being consumed.
It's fine. Take your
What
time.
what fate doth befallen these poor men?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's okay. Thank you.
Madness. They were too bothered by the conceit to speaketh coherently. At which hour these gents cameth to their senses, those gents couldn't remember. So that's another thing to add in.
So, seeing these creatures drove them mad, and then after some time, they died, right?
No, they just no. After a while, when they came to their senses, they couldn't remember.
Oh, okay. I thought they died, so that's my misunderstanding. So, seeing them drop into madness, and after their madness was gone, they did not remember what the creatures looked like.
Yeah.
Alright,
How many has been affected by these whispers?
And Alex, what was your question?
I was about to ask with all this information that's now given, would I now have a clearer understanding what these creatures could possibly be?
It's a bit too well. Without a proper descriptor, I mean, this could be any sort of psychopomp. Like, they can cause visions on people they desire to enact things in their place.
Yeah, but specifically after spotting these creatures, they go mad, and after a certain period of time, they stop being mad and don't remember what the creatures look like.
Well,
so
okay.
A few. I would figure there would only be a few that would hit that description.
Okay, well, the next question is, how has these men gone mad?
In what matter have lost their minds to madness after consequences? Andy?
Yeah.
I thought you.
Sorry, I need to think about what exactly he has to say, because my old Shakespearean is very, very rusty, but it exists.
Can I be bluntly honest? This is taking up too much time to do simple conversation. Honestly, just a bit, just a tad bit. It's interesting and all, but man, I can imagine speaking English, but if it's taking too long to actually convey what you wanted to say, it's not worth it. Just personal preference, man. I'd rather actually hear the information than wait 5 minutes, then get the information.
Yeah. Well, this might be the last question, unless you have more. Is it? I'm sorry, but by honor and holidom, I can't bid thee how many, but I can giveth thee some names of those who wisheth of vengeance. Perhaps those vengeful men may grant thee thine answers.
Above game, I don't know if mask or
That's specifically towards Mask's question.
Okay.
He can't tell you how many because of honor and oath, but he can give you those who want payback.
Alright, so that's for mask. What about my question?
Alright, sorry, what was your question? I'm sorry, short-term memories potato.
Okay.
On this DM.
I asked him essentially that, how specifically were they affected by that? How did they act? Once upon seeing these creatures, how did these men act upon insanity? I don't say it like that because I think I said it way better when I originally said it, but I just want the answer.
I also have a question. What's he done?
Yeah.
Those gents were screaming in horror and incoherently babbling. Screaming and incoherently babbling. Yeah.
Does that narrow it down to like a 5?
Religion.
Guidance.
And guidance, of course.
Yeah.
This is sort of your area of expertise when it comes to psychopumps.
Yeah. 28.
28. Putting these together, you are a warlock of Osiris. You respect the balance. You respect what it means, the importance of it. You know everything, why it's important that people die, and why things should stay dead. And while you understand, the grim, fate that is existence itself, there are some psychopumps who are none too pleased by that reality, suffice to say. These psychopumps are, suffice to say, you don't want to associate with these people, not these entities, not because they are not because of their looks, because that's more of a personal taste, but because of what they do and do not care about. That specifically sounds like the rogue version of this Splinter Cell group, or type of psychopumps called the Sakil. I'll just write it down here.
Also, it's
They are.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Anubis. My bad, not Osiris.
Yeah. So Sakai.
My Sakil.
Sakil. Okay.
Yeah, they are creatures that feed off of fear of, well, not general fear, but specifically the fear of death. They use that to their advantage to reach out and sort of force or influence creatures to their bidding.
Alright, so Muhammad.
As to what kind of Sakil, you're not too certain of. But you do know that they often accept forms of very grotesque and horrific.
Oh,
Hello, Armored. Welcome back.
Would you guys believe me if I said I did not get any of the notifications?
Oh, wow.
No, it's fine. If you weren't able to, it's fine. You did tell me that you had a
Prior engagement.
prior
That
engagements.
was the reason why I was not there yesterday.
Ah, yeah. So did you just get distracted by World War things and you were able to play today, or just like?
I'm able to play. It's just you know how Auntie normally puts in a notification like game starts in 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, so.
I didn't get any of those.
Right. Actually, I don't think I did that. Fuck.
Because he's technically in the Thursday game and you added Friday players.
Right. I need to add you in there. There we go. All done. Sorry. Shit, I'm going full Canadian.
yeah. Anyway,
So
here's what you missed, Armored.
In my voice, man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So recap what you essentially missed. We're talking to one of the doubles who's working with the people, like working with one of the higher ups that's protecting the light dragon. Right now we're currently talking to Zarin the Faithful, who's an infernal knight who likes to be spoken to like a knight.
Old English, Shakespearean English, yeah.
You have to speak Shakespearean English to him.
Yeah. Not there yet, but it will be eventually.
Funny enough, I can actually do Shakespearean. Please note.
Yes, we have a generator and resources.
Oh, thank God, we finally have a fucking translator.
Yes. Well, you have two now.
Actually, I was always like, Duke could tell you I was a theater kid.
So, yeah.
Actually, I only used it for one question. After playing with it for a minute, I've refamiliarized myself with it. Okay, so what is the information we know now?
Alright, essentially, the men that's been guarding the town have been attacked by wisp-like creatures known as Sakai that specifically feed on people's fears. Essentially, it drives
of death.
of death, but it specifically drives them to a form of insanity temporarily. But once the effects subside, they don't even remember what the creatures look like.
Yeah, they also often take the form, or accept the form of very grotesque, rather again horrific visages.
Yeah, so something specifically horrifying to.
They are, the Sakil are, they're essentially a splinter group that deny the truth, or not deny. They actually fight against the cycle of life and death.
Yeah, they specifically, like, if you have a fear of death, they will gladly exploit it, essentially. So.
Yep.
As any natural fear.
Yeah.
And honestly, since oh my god, you have the best weapon in your group for this. Alistair died. I mean,
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah, I will keep that in mind for if you encounter one in the flesh.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Muhammad literally works with a god of death.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Rosewinter died too.
That's fucking right.
Yeah, I brought people back.
The one fear he had was death, and he realized, oh shit, it ain't that bad.
Mm-hmm.
No, Rosewinter's scared of the flesh wall.
Yeah.
Literally being on a line to a certain deities, being like, oh god, I don't want to join that. Oh god.
Yeah.
I don't want to. She doesn't want to join the.
And one thing you do know is that due to their very heretical nature, the very act of defying the cycle of life and death itself has changed them to, well, normally psychopomps are considered celestials. However, the Sakil are actually fiends. But they're not demons or devils or anything like that. They're twisted amalgamations.
But even still, something like whatever the hell it is from a paladin, I can't remember the name.
Paladin Smite will hurt them more because they're twisted and corrupted forms.
Auntie. Remember, I have a particular blade. Would that help?
If it affects fiends, then yes. If it doesn't, then, well...
It is that...
I mean, it'll still hurt. Oh, yeah, but that only applies to undead, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and I always thought that was kind of dumb.
What, the Sunblade?
Yeah, like...
Oh, yeah,
okay, hear me out. Like, it is a blade of holy energy. It should be able to affect fiends, but it only affects undead.
Well, in hindsight, it's specifically designed for vampires, and vampires are the undead. So...
And skeletons and zombies and all other types of undead, but yeah.
So generally, if that would kind of make sense lore-wise, because that's how it was originally designed, to deal with vampires and rot itself.
Yeah, though that is in regards to mechanics. Let's get back to the game temporarily. So that is what he tells you, and that is what you come to in terms of your own what you think you've pinned it down to. The only thing that makes sense. Psychopomps, they don't induce nightmares. Their very presence may provoke fear, but that's not intentional.
Yeah, so Psychill is a solid option. So
yeah.
How you want to pronounce it.
You said it right the first time. Sakil.
Sakil.
Like Sabra. Subro and Keel.
Alright, so I will make mention these sound like Sakil.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, and make mention to the group of what these things do, for the sake of brevity. And then, we gotta find where these things might be now.
Yeah, and that actually leads into the question that I was gonna ask him. Has these whispers been frequent anywhere like of note? I'd say. I don't know if my mic actually caught all that. So just let me know.
Like,
Aye, in the yes, he responds with "Aye, in the civilian wards."
All right.
He gives you directions to it.
All right. So now we
thine,
go ahead.
have thine whispers gone past the civilian walls?
Yes. Yeah, he says. Actually, yeah, check my notes again. Have they? Sorry, it's been a while.
Yes.
In your yes.
Am I still in full-on night mode?
I mean, you can turn it on and off whenever you want because you have those pattern boons, those Eldritch invocations.
Well, when he saw a knight before he was shown, he kind of went full-on, like...
Yeah, proper attire.
Yes.
So he responds in regards to your question about it going beyond the civilian ward. He says, "Aye, in some devils yond require catch, but a wink hast reported such conceit, but in less frequencies."
She
Alright.
she nods, so they have, but less frequently. Yeah, then thou shalt cast away your fears then.
Yes, I bethink yond our diabolical heritage did protect us.
I am
Alistair. Sorry, Ian.
That's okay.
You started first.
It's okay. Now you can go on, do you think? I'll say after you.
I be Sir Alistair Gallo of the Iridescent Knights.
Oh,
Did Auntie die?
Huh? No, I'm just sorry. I was thinking of the response because, again, long time since Shakespearean English.
Shakespearean English, hard. Don't try this at home, kids.
yes, don't try this at home.
It's hard on my brain.
Trained professionals.
Oh shit! Oh no, the professional. I just spent a lot of time in theater. I was a history buff for Shakespeare.
And I mean, I just played a lot of fantasy video games, lol.
Nice. He responds to you specifically, Alistair. "I am Zyron the Faithful, Infernal Knight of Harabal, Steel Guardeth."
A great honor it is then, as he holds out his hand.
He shakes it, or he sort of like sort of does like the forearm grasp.
Alistair was
man's grasp.
He just like grabs it and just shakes it up and down.
Same. That. Any other questions to him?
I just want to re-ask. So none of thine civilians have seen these entities. Hello?
I was just typing it in.
Again, he's formulating a response because
none recall those gents beholdeth like. None recall what those gents behold liketh.
They are fiends and rogues, no offense.
He shakes his head like in agreement, like, yeah.
Yeah, I got no more questions to ask. It's
I have a question.
So-
I'm not going to do the accent. I'm not going to do the form of speech, but he'll essentially give you the name of, at least if you want to speak to someone who wants some payback and would be willing to explain their experience with the nightmares, at least what little they could remember, they can send you to someone.
Yes, but from this, we did also get some very valuable information on a possible location as well.
Yeah. Or at least the heart of where this is all happening.
Yeah, we've got a possible lead on where Ground Zero might be.
Oh, last time I was here, we were at the pits. What happened to that?
Yeah.
I think we're
Oh, you're still in the devil pits, but you're essentially walking around the devil pits,
yeah, we're currently
investigating the Whispers mystery
Yeah.
as a favor for Hannibal.
Yeah, so our line of thinking is if we do this favor for Hannibal, that'll make us look trustworthy to the dragon.
And thusly, the dragon might be more willing to speak with us. And then also, if we help out Hannibal, we can get him and his men to go help out up north.
It's because the dragon will only speak with us if the demon vouch for us.
Well, the dragon's right now paranoid, so it probably doesn't want to speak to anyone.
Yeah.
They have to have somebody to vouch for us.
Yeah.
He wants to.
I actually have to say you guys did a good job without me.
Yeah, like what we did was we pretty much just came up with the plan of let's just go strongest to weakest. And then just start with fucking Zyron the Faithful, go from there. Fucking Duke suggested we hit up Banir, the Indomitable, after headed for Zyron and getting any info we can from him. And then pretty much we pretty much all agreed that that's a pretty good idea.
Instead of stressing us and overloading our heads with 6 different entities.
We're picking half now and then half the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could spend some time looking at other things.
Yeah. It would also give us a good chance to see if we got enough information to work on, we can probably find where the Shaku is.
All right. So.
Yeah.
So.
It seems like we're going to Brenner the Indomitable.
All right. His file says that he will not. Let's see here. He will not speak to you if you, or rather, he will not speak to you if you are visibly wearing any metal. Unless it is covered, unless there's jewelry applied to it.
I'm not wearing. Okay,
I
I'll.
think that's Rahamad's whole entire getup, because that's pretty much ancient Egyptian style.
Yeah, so Rahamad's fine. Xeris, well, I think Xeris is also fine because he's not wearing anything purely made of metal or solely metal.
Yeah. Not solely metal, anyway, but...
Honestly, I think the only person here who would have a problem is Alistair. So he flicks his wrist and he then bedazzles his armor.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
Just bedazzle the shit out of your armor!
I'll take off my overcoat and that's...
Well, is your overcoat made of metal?
It has a metal...
studs?
It has metal studs and like a metal shoulder guard.
You don't have much to worry about in that case. It's not completely metal.
I think the only thing.
He would be better at something like medium plate or something
I think the only thing
Yeah.
Sean has is for the earrings.
He'd probably definitely be okay with a druid talking to him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, he's fine
I think
with
Sean only has for earrings.
Yes.
That's more silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's fine with
Like-
jewelry and normal.
Oh, like me and my cohort are decked out in jewelry, especially her.
Yeah. So he'll be okay with your group in general now. So
Is there anything
he is
he likes?
his likes. Let's see here. Don't
Crystal.
comment on why he has a gem where his right butt used to be.
How would we even know that he would have that there unless he mentioned it first?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
No, it's one of those things like, how would we know that unless he mentioned it first? Like,
Unless he turns around.
Say that.
No, if he turns around and he has a gem
He
where
would
his
have to go
butt.
out of his way, mooning us, literally mooning us.
No, you can still. Like,
Or if it's particularly a large crystal.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Does the man not wear pants or cloth covering?
no.
Not
No,
well, I'd
probably
say
not.
with the general image of crystalline devils, they really can't get any clothing fit to them because the crystals growing out of their body tend to like shift and change in position and shape.
Okay.
hard table work.
It's actually funny. I was looking at crystalline devils.
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
I'll post an image of a normal crystalline devil.
Yeah, because I have no clue what this looks like.
There we go.
So, Auntie, here's a question. I was looking at it, and I have a amethyst that I have logged in my sheet.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know what to do with. Would that help us if we give it to this guy?
Yeah. Well, until you get there, you're not sure.
So, I thought we were already okay. Now we gotta.
They're making your way there.
Alright, so
We're
let us know when we get there.
Yeah. Eventually, yeah, you do make your way there. He's one of the squad leaders for the Diamond Division, or not? He's not squad leaders. But he's one of the foot soldiers for the Diamond Division. Essentially below Platinum.
Alright.
So yeah. Though it does note that he does not, that despite his repeated excellent performance, he refuses to move beyond Diamond tier. Beyond Diamond group.
You mean he wants to sit where he is?
Yeah, basically.
He's happy with the amount of.
I realize what you meant by that. Too late. God damn it. Anyways, as a result, they ended up giving him a temporary benefit by having him be able to summon other crystalline devils at will. At will, mind you. Not... Yeah. So, there's no limit to that either. So, yeah, he'll, make your way there. He's currently, essentially cleaning up... He's not cleaning up any equipment because his body... Okay. He's basically taking a shower, essentially. If a shower were like spools of... Not spools, like... if it were just hot magma just running across him.
Oh. So
He's basically bathing in a lava stream.
Alright, we'll wait until he's done so we can officially shake this man because, like, seriously, like,
Yeah.
I imagine we knock on the equivalent of his office and it's just like, I'm in the shower. It's like, god damn it.
No. He'll essentially take his leave out of the because he is not. How do I put this? He was assigned to guard the river, the lava stream there. He's deciding that the best course of action for doing that is to bathe in it for a little bit. He'll essentially get up and just say, "Sup."
Hey there.
Hey, we have a few questions about the ongoings of the Sekil, was it?
Yeah, the Sakils, the wisps that have been attacking this town.
Oh, what are they called? Okay. What do you need to know?
If like any information would be useful, what they look like, where they were last seen. It's like who
We
been
ha-
afflicted so far.
I did get something out of one of them. One of the civs. What was it? Right. One of them, they kind of looked like dogs. But also big skeletons.
so one of the civvies actually saw him.
Alright, so big dog, like a big dog and skeletons. Two separate
Big
entities.
skeletal dog.
Okay. Would that describe what Shaku can actually do and fully do?
Actually, those describe... Now, one of them might describe one Sakil in particular.
Okay.
Religion check, of course.
Oh.
For anyone who'd like to. As well as you.
Come on.
Hey!
Hey! Still 21, that ain't too bad.
Let me just check something really quick.
My broad knowledge is great. When I get really specific, I seem to start getting closer.
Yeah, I mean, kind of makes sense. These are basically to your patron, they're sort of kill on sight. So it makes sense. Like, if you're told to kill these things on sight, you gotta know what they look like and you gotta know what they are.
Kill! Fire!
Alright.
So you say skeletal. He actually takes off his helmet and looks at Gecko, who's probably next to him. Do you mind holding this for me? Gecko.
Rahamid.
Oh, yeah.
Muhammad. You mind holding this for me?
Yes, sure.
As you mean like this as he flames up?
Kinda. Except for the fire. I only got vague descriptions. Like, one of them kind of looked like a dog. Let's see here. And one of them was kind of skeleton-like. For Rahamid and Ashana, both you know, at least regarding the dog-like entity, is likely an Esapil. They're Sakil that feed off of the fear of death from something you love. More often than not, for most people, or something you love, and something that is not familial that you love. Something specifically. More often than not, they take the forms of dogs and are actually able to change their shape into them. But, well, how do I put this?
It's not perfect.
It's not. No, they can do it perfectly. The thing is, their actual form is. Well, I'll just post it.
Oh dear.
Let me just post the image here. Because, yeah. Here's an example. Just fair warning, though. I'm giving you a heads up. If you're squeamish, I recommend looking away. All right.
Post it.
I ain't a bitch.
All right. Here you go. The true form is often more serpent-like, with this sort of vein-like tendons, like muscle-based tongues just erupting out in strands.
I'd still pet it.
That's one form. I'll just post the other one. What the fuck? That's not... God damn it. Why are you like this? Wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, whatever. I'll just post the small-ass image. See if I care. Whatever. Yeah, so that's just one possible form that they can... That's their they mostly they prefer to take the form of dogs and sort of infiltrate. In terms of the material realm, when they appear in the material realm, yeah, dogs.
Yeah, but seeing how they are in an unusual realm, I'm guessing it's the latter image.
Yeah, that's their actual form, the long serpent-like one with the split lower jaw rather. Or in some cases, non-existent. Yeah.
Hmm.
Fun. Alright.
Well, Xeris might have a problem fighting that thing.
Yeah. They also, they're actually, yeah, they're actually, yeah, they're not that nice to deal with essentially. So yeah. Yes. I take it you tell the rest of the group? Yes.
Yeah, for sake of brevity.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do as well.
They are particularly dangerous. In terms of the skeletal one, I mean, it's kind of hard to pin down. Some of them do adopt more skeletal, fleshy kind of forms, but without any more detail, it's really too vague.
So he doesn't know where these things were last seen, does he?
No, he specifically like, and this is what he managed to
Dig himself. Okay.
pull out from their ramblings, because yeah, it's kind of his job. So yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
And keep in mind, and he's very good at. He kind of doesn't brag. He just says, according to some people, I'm really good at my job, and I deserve to go to platinum. But I prefer diamond as a foot soldier.
Each man's own pleasure, I suppose.
Indeed.
Yeah. So yes. With that piece of information, do you want to ask anything else of him?
I really want to get rid of this amethyst, but I don't know how to phrase it.
I'd say just hold on to it personally. Just like you never know when you might need an emphasis.
Yeah.
It's only 10 GP.
Yeah, it's but you could still use that for something in the future, probably.
I guess.
Besides, you can always invest and see if you can get it better cut and make it worth more.
All right. And so, are those all the questions you ask of Benir?
It's all I can think of. Like,
yeah.
Maybe re-ask him, or maybe ask, where in the civilian district has this been occurring?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
In the civilian district where this is happening, what is it? One specific area, and what area? If so, where's that? Where's that area?
It's too sporadic. Wasn't able to pin down a specific location. My recommendation, my opinion, they're doing that intentionally. They're trying to make sure that you can't pin them down.
wait a minute. Above game, would Rahamid know that Sakai would be this smart and deceptive?
I'd say you don't even need to roll. Yeah, except for the appeal, they are usually highly intelligent.
Yeah, so this is their usual tactic. Random hits, very undetected.
Random hits, yeah, just shock and awe.
Yeah. So, yeah, Rahamid would just be like...
But always non-lethal, because if there's a body, then that causes trouble.
Yeah, so Rahamid would inform the group, being as his insights, he'd be like, this definitely is the worst kill. They're strictly hit and run, never leave a body. They clearly don't want to be found.
You also know that, because I almost forgot about this, any spell or ability that would normally instantly kill them, like that specifically says, if they fail, they die, has no effect on them. So things like
so
disintegration, power word kill does not affect them because they still retain that little bit of connection to death itself.
Yeah. So, all right. So if Xeris, assuming Xeris can get close and keep his wits about him,
you could still kill
he could
them.
probably.
You just can't instantly kill them from like an ability or spell.
Yeah, that's the thing. Xeris doesn't have any instant kill abilities.
Yeah, I do have a reaction ability where I, like, if they die on other means, I can trap their soul to ask them questions.
Yeah, and your patron would certainly be very appreciative of that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he would just love that.
Oh yeah, they're basically like how. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but yeah, they'd love it. So, any other questions?
Seeing how we have one more person to talk to, we originally were going to talk to the receiver, the Ink Devil, but I'd ask him personally, out of the list of the demons we have at hand, and we'll show him the list, include...
Or devils, but yeah.
Devils, yeah, I said, that was a misspeak on my part. Like, have
You're
anyone
good.
seen more of these, has seen the most out of these, Shakai?
Delilah's been quiet.
Too quiet?
She's not too quiet for Delilah, but quiet enough to know that she's stewing on something. And again, Wesley's hasn't rested at all, and he needs to sleep. He doesn't usually do that unless he thinks he's onto something. And again, he's also a bit he's a bit bullheaded, so take that with a grain of salt. Chiron's busy with some of your iron bodyguard tier jobs, but it doesn't mean he hasn't done his best. Kurgan keeps to himself. I don't know. He might know everything. He may not. He might know more than everyone else. He may not know as much as you think. That shifty bastard still gives me the creeps, though. Doesn't even wear any jewelry on his medals.
It's so weird how people choose not to do that.
Yeah. Anyways. Guys, got any more questions?
None that comes to my mind. You guys?
Alright.
Nah.
I can't think of any.
Alright. So, who do you go to next? Chorus or...
Personally, I'm thinking flipping between Della and Wesley now. Thinking of changing that because they might have a lot more information. Because Della might be dwelling on something that they might have found, and Wesley might be literally onto a trail.
Also,
Whoa.
What the hell?
Hello?
Hello? Okay, yeah.
What happened?
Same thing on my end. Discord just pooped on itself.
Yeah.
Like 3 people are sick.
Probably Discord itself just temporarily,
Yeah. It is Friday. I will give Discord a pass there.
Alright, so, like I was saying, I'm now thinking about switching our option to the receiver to now Wesley the Conqueror and Della the Clever, because they seem like they both might be onto something.
Yeah.
Let's go to Delilah the Clever.
Yeah. Something tells me that they are more the investigation type, and they probably wouldn't be direct. They might have stumbled upon something that they're just dwelling on.
What sort of taboos and favoritisms for the Lunar Devil?
Let's see here. So let me pull up a note for this one. Alright. For this specific lunar devil, for one, she will only be seen if she wants to be seen. As in, well, because of where she usually resides, she's basically invisible. So, if you want to even remotely have an audience with her, you need to call for her name. But once you have her attention, it'll be hard to get it off of her. It'll be hard to get her attention off of you.
I mean, that's fair enough.
And this is to the most extreme. She has been known to stalk those she is interested in for quite a while. As in a few decades.
A few decades. Wow.
Honestly,
So we
All
have
right, so who's volunteering as tribute here? All right, come on.
Yeah.
Muhammad
So,
honestly doesn't have
while you're... So, here's the thing. You cannot... first off, you have to not see her to speak with her. And call her name. You'll know it's her by the way she speaks.
So we have
to
to.
her invisible, essentially.
Yes, and also... Well, blinded. You have to speak to her blinded.
Fair enough.
Oh, so we have to go in there blindfolded.
Essentially.
Muhammad has no problem.
Or if you want, when you want to speak to her, you have to blindfold. Everyone has to be blindfolded.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, no light sources, but yeah, that's an obvious thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we do go in, let me just double check my inventory to make sure nothing is giving off natural light.
Yeah. Muhammad doesn't
And I
have
think
that, so.
I think we should probably all be careful about that, cause
Actually,
yeah.
I got a good way that I could probably create on a piece is just casting the spell freaking darkness and then Muhammad blinding himself through blindfold. Like, if I create an area of literal darkness, it might put more favor to being them more open.
The only thing I have that could give off light is my light flask.
Yeah.
Well, those
and that-
my earrings may be able to give up light, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because I think
Yeah,
it was just a very dim lunar light.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I'm not seeing anything, so I might be
Yeah,
alright.
Yeah, so.
I'd have to specifically uncork my the flask to let any light out. And it's
Here
currently got,
is an image of what a lunar devil looks like,
oh, they're
or at least what a known record of a lunar devil has the appearance of.
Yeah, best recollection of one.
Yeah.
they're horrifying looking.
I think they look neat.
It kind of depends on personal preference, but yeah.
Alright, so we'll go to the last known location of them. Muhammad will just blind himself up and then cast the darkness spell in an area and then call upon Zilla the Clever.
You specifically sent... or specifically the location is going to be in a garden. In like one of those... underneath one of the bridges. One of the very long bridges. One of the very wide bridges.
Well, I have a spare. I have 2 sets of common clothes. I'm going to like tear off an arm for like a makeshift blindfold.
Well, like I said, I got magical darkness to cover this. So.
If you want, you can stay in the magical darkness.
Yeah, that's what I'm literally doing. I'm just like
as long as you can't see through magical darkness, that is. Otherwise, you'll be able to see through it.
No. One of my runes lets me see through magical darkness.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that'd do it.
The same thing I have to do for myself, except Muhammad just uses his own tail because it's literally long enough.
Yeah, fair.
Alright. And yeah, I'm just gonna willingly stand in the fucking darkness because I don't have anything I can use.
An ability to see through magical darkness, but I'm not sure.
Sorry, Yang, you were saying?
Well, I think my earrings gave me the ability to see through magical darkness, but I'm not sure.
Yes.
Man, a lot of
I believe... Oh, yeah.
Through magical darkness than I thought.
I mean... with what you guys face on occasion, I mean, it's really useful.
This is good to know, because now it means I can cast Darkness Before.
And Alistair? And Armored, what is Alistair doing? Is he just gonna put the helmet on and have like the face guard covering up his eyes? I think Armored's kill. Ah, shit.
You might want to add him and be like, hey, if you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Give me a moment. Let me check Discord here. Okay. Yeah, it's not, he's not just green all the time.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it's, just for the sake of flavoring, like, if anyone is willing to stay in the darkness,
Yeah.
Rahamid will raise his hand and just be like, it's like, shrouds of Anubis cover, like, blanket this with darkness, and just, like, also just darkness spreads out, just like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Xeris will definitely take you up on that, because I don't have anything that I can use as a blindfold other than my tent,
Yeah.
which I kinda need.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, you could use the hood.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Hello.
Shit, actually, that's a good point.
We're going to talk to Lunar Devil.
Yep.
Yeah. Her name is Delilah.
Are you roll a history for me, Auntie?
4.
Or religion on what a lunar devil is?
Alright, let's see here. Actually, wrong one. It's because you actually would have some knowledge of them. Because of
So that would be a with the
religion with it, or no, just normally.
Probably DC's lower.
The DC's lower, yeah. Okay, you want? Well, we're using my luck, so that was an 8. Do you want to just use it yourself? Because
Let me get to my computer.
Yeah, sorry.
No, so since we're all surrounded, I'll get guidance.
Can I also use you? Auntie, you have good luck. It's just you don't use it on us.
What a shame.
You use it
on us in combat.
Okay,
True.
yes. Use it on us during combat. Which, I would like you to stop, please.
Okay, sure, we'll consider it.
He uses it on us in combat, but then Xeris also ends up stealing some of it.
Yeah.
Perfectly balanced.
That's typically how things go.
Perfectly balanced.
Alright, so that is a 19 from you, Alistair. Jesus Christ, I am so sorry. You do know that lunar devils are, well, they're a very lazy breed of devil. As in, like, you know, they often prefer lounging in the light of the moon when they're over, like, doing anything
important.
Physical. No. They do important. They're willing to do important things. They prefer lying about than doing like vigorous activity. Like if they can get out of doing too much heavy lifting, then they'll do it. They'll do whatever they need to do for that.
They'll suck so many cocks.
Yeah, basically. But I mean, with that mouth, you don't want that. None of that, bro.
Some people might be into that. You don't know.
Okay. If you want to be circumcised, fine.
Have you looked at the internet?
Fair. Okay. They are also they are a bit vain and quite boastful.
SCP porn, I would like to remind you.
No, please. Anyways, yeah, they are also vain and they are a bit boastful. But you know them mostly because they often really like to subvert druidic orders, or if they can, lead werewolf packs. More often than not, yeah.
Oh, so they're a moon druid's best friend.
No, they're more like a moon druid's worst friend. I mean, and to be more precise, their worst enemy because they hate druids. They use werewolves for their own, to get their own means. Mostly because they're lazy, but yeah. They also do like to corrupt druids and moon worshippers by putting them against followers of sun gods as well. But yeah. So you guys do make your way to the bridge where where she was last heard from, or was last located.
And also, by the way, we need to be blindfolded.
Yeah,
And-
anyone who has
Yeah.
control themselves can see through magical darkness does so. Anyone who doesn't need to do things, they just stand in the darkness being blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have to blindfold myself from sitting in the pot of darkness, so there's no peeking.
Yeah.
Rob just literally uses his own tail by himself.
Yeah, I'm tying a rag over my eyes.
All right.
So I'm
Alistair
keeping a
does-
little sash.
Wait, doesn't Alistair have devil's sight?
Let's see here.
If
The,
you
Where
have
are
the
you?
same exact thing I have to do is blind yourself.
No, you do not have Devil Sight.
Okay.
Okay.
You have Legion of Blades, Eldritch Plate, your extra attack, Eldritch Vocation, and all these other things, but not that. No.
Right.
Well, you don't need to worry about blindfolding yourself. Just stand in the darkness.
Yeah.
And bring sense.
So
Absolutely.
you each of you enter either blindfolded or otherwise. So who would like to call them out?
I will.
I can call her out.
Alright, so we'll say Rosewinter and Ashana will do this.
I like how I was about to say it too, and it's like,
Oh. Oh, then you also Rahamid. Why not? 3 of you guys. Get the best effect.
Simultaneously.
Well, it's one of those things where like, I was the one who put up the darkness. It'd probably be more likely that they'll listen to me because I was one of the ones.
Well, they'll listen to anyone, hopefully.
Yeah.
They don't have any preference unless they find you particularly interesting.
And we're just
Yeah.
gonna say Jumanji and then we're gonna talk.
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
No,
So-
I was going to. It's like, hey there, Delilah.
No. I know where you're going with that, so no.
Hey, Delilah, what's it
How's the
like
like in
in
the
New York
Moon
City?
City?
I regret
That's
having
exactly what I'm
chosen
going
this
for.
name for this devil. Could have gone for anything else, but whatever. So 3 of you call out Delilah 3 times. And before you hear from around you.
Ooh.
Speak.
To help save time and save priority, we'll relay the information that we managed to find out and ask them what they managed to find out about these. And Ramen will also add on and we'd like to confirm, ask you about the information about these Shikai, if you have any.
You do hear her say, "New enemies, new food, new prey." They walk at night, at best, in packs. Like, I cannot remember their forms. I have seen them.
Do you know what area they make their haunts? Or is it like we?
The wealthy, the powerful, the skilled are the preferred prey.
Enough that those who have status, well-known status at that.
Or power.
I love game. That's also what I kind of meant because status of
Yeah.
also means skill, not just wealth.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In their stupor, puppeted like toys. I am contracted to not lay a hand on those delicious civilians. But I have reported their actions to the others. You would know also in the file that Delilah is essentially one of the heads of surveillance for most of the
Makes sense.
most of the pit. Lunar Devil being able to become invisible, able to literally walk on light itself.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. That's an ability they have. They can walk on light.
Oh, how interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So she's
they're
so
attacking in packs. They're going after those who are
The weak ones attack in packs.
Yeah, so.
but the strong ones attack those who are wealthy.
Okay.
The strong ones are alone always.
Okay. Well, I have I'll turn to the rest of the momentarily turn to the rest of the party.
Oh,
Like,
you think you're turning to the party?
At best, you
Yeah. Yeah.
Context, yeah.
What if we make ourselves the target and we get an ambush on them?
Well, that would be possible, but we may have to deal with the effects.
It's also the thing is the more powerful ones will only go after those who are alone.
Well, she said they work in packs.
Okay.
No, the weak ones.
Above game, above game.
Yeah.
Great context. The weaker ones are attacking in groups, while the stronger ones are only attacking those who are skilled and some status, like whether it be wealth or straight up skill. So, in the context, we might be like if we manage to play off the fact that we're weak, we might be able to attack the weaker ones. But like in the context of this, if we reveal too much, the stronger ones will go after us unless we are single and alone.
Possibly.
I don't think it's the strong ones hunt alone.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about them targeting people who are weak or targeting people who are strong. So those are more often than not the ones that start moving out of their homes.
Yeah, I don't think that means that they're not going to attack groups. If they think they can attack win against a group, they will attack.
Probably the use of one person is bait, most likely.
In that regard, I might at the very least be of some use, though I won't speak for anyone else. So I won't speak for any of you, though, because,
Yeah. Do you have any questions for Delilah the Clever?
We already asked what they know about these risks.
Well, you can ask them for being silent or what the other devil told us.
Alright, regarding the other devils? Gorgon. Can never find him. Always moving, always watching, always one step ahead. As you hear, it feels like for a moment like she wants to screech, but just utter silence. As you try to breathe, you don't hear your breath. As now you learn something of Delilah. She is able to cast silence at will.
Ah. Interesting. Okay.
And yeah.
So according to the head of surveillance of all things, good old Kurgan goes, yeah, he goes MIA fairly often.
Yep. Chorus deals in contracts, always exchanging information. He's been too quiet. Seen lots.
So he's the one that wants information, but he won't trade information unless we have some trade exchange. Not only that, is he hard to pin down?
No, he's not. Oh, he's not hard to pin down. He's just. How about this?
Constantly
He's just a. Yeah. Oh no, constantly moving. How do I put this? He's a lying little shit.
So he
It's
may,
like, hey, if you give me a soul, I'll give you 5 copper.
yes.
I'll give you an electrum in exchange for 5 silver. Kind of liar, like or sort of honesty. Like I'm giving you what you're worth. I'll try to undercut you, but if you're smart, you might be able to, get something from. If you're smart, you might be able to undercut him. Yeah.
So Chorus might be
I think he's not very well liked.
yeah. Chorus might be the last one to speak to then in that case.
Yeah.
As for Delta right now, I can't think of anything else to ask them or maybe no information because, like I said, sake of brevity, I mentioned everything we managed to find out.
Yeah. Other than like a general, beyond what you've seen at night when you're patrolling, anything else of interest?
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Anything of note?
Even at my presence, I sense a disturbance. Especially in the presence of the strong. Essentially, yeah, fear effect. Aura.
Ooh, that's gonna be
From the really strong ones, or from the strong ones, yeah, specifically.
So that means Sakai might have already gotten to those who are already more powerful and not impacted them. Is that an accurate? Is that an apt guess or anti?
Sorry, can you repeat that again? Because
I'm making an apt guess that those who have this aura of like fear around them have already been affected by Sakai.
yes, or yeah, that would you could probably elaborate. You could probably explain that would probably explain why they're found in such a manic state.
Yeah, so Rahan would make a mention out loud and being like, so that means those who already have this fear aura have already been affected.
Do you have this is a little meta knowledge, but would you have to roll something for that?
Oh,
or is it like
if it's something that you would realize, like putting two together, fear effect equals probably that's or would mean fear effect plus sneakiness probably equals psychotic episodes and memory loss. Yeah, you could probably do that because we are still using the stress system.
Okay, because Rose Winter will say, under my guidance, you should basically this ability. Under my guidance, fear is lessened.
Yeah. She will also lastly say, because this is the last thing she knows, that she tried the same sort of tactic to them, employing fear tactics. It didn't work. She doesn't remember what they look like, but she knows that they cannot be under the effects of fear.
So they feed on fear and they do not feel fear themselves.
Yeah.
It would make sense.
Yeah, it makes complete not sense. I would have already guessed that even without being informed that.
But now we know for
yeah, it's now a fact.
Lastly, if these eldritch entities are fiends, if you're strong enough, you might. Oh, even with the weak ones, you might be able to force one under your will.
So we can make them obey to our will and get those
You could bet if you can, and if you manage to locate a particularly weak one, you could probably bend one under your will. Yeah,
Yeah, so
probably though.
Rose Winter will
Requires some
definitely.
knowledge.
yeah, it would probably like all right. With Muhammad's knowledge, it'd probably be dealing with like if you show a great deal of strength and power over them, they'll probably more likely.
No, they're less like demons in that, might makes right, and more along the lines of if you're a sick fuck, I'm all for that.
Oh, so if you're more twisted than them, they'll respect you.
Basically, yeah.
That's what I was trying to get to. I was like, all right, I'm gonna pin this down. But all right, so the more twisted you show to them, the more likely they are to respect you and listen to you. Okay, got it.
More if you're vicious, cruel, and unyielding, and of course evil above all else, then yeah, sure, they won't kill you.
I think I'm the only. I'm might be speaking on my ass here, but I think I'm the only member of the group that's actually evilly aligned.
Yeah, with Muhammad, he's.
You might have something there, yeah.
With Muhammad, he's a servant of death.
He's neutral.
Death is death. It happens. He'll try to prevent it if he can by paying a price, but if not, it happens.
Yeah.
If not, hey, at least I tried.
I tried.
Yeah. Rose Winter is extremely cruel when she wants to be.
Yeah. So that being said, that is all she knows regarding her attempts at intercepting the creatures, not the people under the control of them.
Yeah. Alright. So we'll ask for any the location of the people that you've seen affected, so we may try to inquiry them when we get the chance, and then after we get that information, we'll take our leave. Because I got nothing else to ask unless you guys got something.
Yeah, same.
All right. Let's see here. Actually, hold on. Oh wait, you're all in the darkness.
Yeah.
So
100% pure.
This guy doesn't. Here's a fun fact. Lunar devils, they can't see in magical darkness. Ironic, yeah, but that's the case. They can't see in magical darkness.
Neither can Xeris, though, so at least
They don't.
they're not alone.
So they can't see you, so they don't have much interest in you, as you dismiss them. They take their leave. Fortunately, thankfully, none of them. They didn't manage to get a glimpse of Yang, or of Ashana rather, because if you remember what I said. Lunar devils like turning worshippers of the moon, to their will.
I am so glad I cast darkness now.
Good for you. You helped your party.
Holy shit!
Thank you.
What would have happened?
Oh, lot of stalking.
Join my side. Do it. Come on, do it. Come on. You know we want to. You know.
Kill him. Kill him. Do it.
Alright, so with them gone, I will drop the concentration on darkness and be on our way back to the tin after we know all of this information.
Yeah. I'm serious when I say that they would be stalking you for a very long time. They don't die of old age at all. But yeah, so you guys. So with that being said, you guys have you have the rest of the day or rest of the half of the second half of the day to do things. So how would you like to prepare? Or get stuff. So first off, in descending alphabetical order, which means that Alistair's not first. Xeris, what would you like or Riker? What would you like Xeris to do?
Okay, I need to just to get prepared for this, I need to attune to some things and unattune from different things.
Well, hold on. I was about to say we should probably discuss whether we want to actually take the rest of the day to talk to the people that were actually affected as a possibility to see if they maybe, like, if some of them have like deep-rooted knowledge, pride to like pick up their brains and see if they remember anything about these things, like particular. Like that's what I was thinking, because I don't know if we're gonna encounter them now is the thing.
I could technically use my science.
Well, yeah, but yes, yeah, but at the same time, I can be attuning to I can be doing like reattunement stuff while we're doing that. So
Okay. That's what I was gonna ask the group, was like if we wanted to question the people that were affected, so, because we got a list from some of the
that is a good question.
Yeah.
I can technically use my psionics to get ahead, so I could help.
All right.
So.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah. Fucking Ashana can just fucking mind probe their
I can
ass.
just read your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
So you guys go with us doing the rest of the day of that, or you guys got something in particular planned that you want to do the rest of the day?
I want my character to see what's here.
Out in the town.
Yeah, because like the chances of seeing another fiend pit. Yeah.
Slim. Yeah. I don't blame you.
Friendly-ish fiend pit.
I say we can do that first thing tomorrow.
If Ashana wants to, I'd like to finish up the my infernal language training.
Alright.
Oh yeah.
It's just me and Riker that just want to talk to them. That we can save that for tomorrow then.
Also, here's a close up on the face of a Esipil Sakil.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, if it's just me and Riker who wants to try to talk to the people, we can wait the rest of the day. Like, we can wait until tomorrow to try to probe those people, because we can finish talking the rest of the demons to get more names, honestly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna help Rose return with her infernal, and then I can help you and Xerix with training.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say, it's like, then Rahamad would finish up his infernal teachings with Moose then, if, like, seeing how we got majority of the, like, it's put down to half, it's like, we might as well save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, fair enough. In that case, while I'm doing reattunement stuff, I'm gonna just finish up with the Solithus then. On mine.
On good old infernal.
And, yep. And what I'm going to attune to is I'm going to unattune from the healing belt. And you know what? Do I unattune from the ring of mind shielding?
Yeah, seeing how they literally mess with your minds and probably bring out your worst fear.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea to stick with that just for now.
Yeah, no, that's probably a good call, yeah. So, you know what, yeah, I will keep the ring of mind shielding on.
Very well.
I'm fairly certain I'll be fine, because based on General's resolve, I cannot be scared. I cannot be affected by the feared or charmed condition.
Yeah. So you're safe there.
I'm safe, and as long as you're within 30 feet of me, you'll have advantage.
Yeah. And I mean, I've essentially got fucking 60 feet of movement, so... if not more than that, from various bonuses. So...
If you manage to corner one, especially one that's really strong, it'll be a very interesting fight.
Oh, yeah, no, fucking totally.
So, from the people that try to get fertile, another intelligence check? Or is it...
Yeah.
Okay.
A general intelligence check.
Cool.
For those who want to do that. And in that case, who is going to be interviewing the essentially the victims, so to speak.
We'll do that tomorrow.
I think group consensus is that we want to talk to them together, but seeing how
Okay,
it's kind
yeah.
of split down the group of what we want to do, we just decided to opt the rest of the day of just finish up our training. And
All right,
save
yeah.
it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best not to split the party when it could very well be dangerous to do so.
We don't
All
wanna
right,
split
I'm just
the
making sure. I'm just making sure is all.
Am I rolling intelligence?
Just straight intelligence for those who are learning and Infernal, yeah.
No, I'm teaching.
You're teaching, so it'd be I guess a charisma check, yeah. It'd be a charisma check to
Well,
teach it.
well, that's an 18 either way, so.
17.
Mm-hmm.
So, how's progress looking on that? We spend the rest of the day doing that.
Alright, so. Being said. Armored, what is Alistair going to be doing? Gonna be joining the rest of the party, keeping watch? Or.
Alistair is, of all things, going to see, he's going to the tavern. Hello?
Okay, sorry, just. Yeah. Alright, so. Alright. Anything in particular, or just gonna enjoy a drink? Or just listen, or are you gonna listen, or.
He's going to listen to the people.
Alright. Make a perception check.
Alright.
With you being a tiefling, no one really pays you much mind. You're pretty considered the norm here.
Yeah. So thankfully, no disguise needed.
21. They, from what you're hearing, there's a lot of, general chatter about, guard, and, how are things around such and such neighborhood, and they're fine. Whereas you do hear the odd mention of like, hey, where were you last night? You were supposed to be, we lost track. You're supposed to join us in that to enjoy some drinks over in such and such bar. Where they would sometimes, or they're more often than not, respond that they forgot. They forgot. They saw something really weird, and they just forgot where they're supposed to go. Get the feeling
And Alistair's also going to order the soup of the day.
Yeah. All right. Fair. And because actually this person of all the bars would know who you're temporarily under contract with, or not contract, but you're working to help the one of the heads of the highest bodyguard. Yeah, the first one's free. First one for each day is free. The first food for the day for each day is free. So yeah, once a day you get one free meal.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah. That being said, so you do hear some more chattering. It's a bit kind of trying to focus on the same pattern of, waking or just losing time and being afraid for no apparent reason. It becomes a lot easier to a point where you manage to pin down a bit of a pattern for some of them. They appear to be in, and I will just type this down for you, as well as say it, in the much more, upper class districts, known as the Brimstone Corner.
All right, I'm gonna make note of that.
Yes, it appears to be slightly more often than not where those sort of things happen. But yes, Yeah. You also catch a weird thing of a skull with a big ass skull on legs. Before it just shrugged off like that was probably just some stupid nightmare. Before, as they're like asked it later on, like, oh, I don't remember saying that. Here's that. You have a very brief time window for them to remember their appearance.
Above game, it also sounds like as soon as you see them, you want to keep your eyes on them. Because as soon as they dip out of your appearance, you forget them.
Possibly.
And he's trying to seem not as nondescript as possible because... No.
Yeah, it's you don't want to tip off if they have any warlocks, because these are eldritch entities. They might have some people in their pockets. At least it's not out of the question. All right. So that being said, let's see. Yeah, that is what you find on that when you're in the bar. And regarding those who are learning Infernal, it's not that hard. You start to pick it up a bit with your 22, 18, and 17. It's not to say it's easy by any means or by any metric, but it's doable now.
So, is it one more roll to actually get the...
You have to roll. Well, you have to, or not consistently, but you have to make essentially 14 successful checks, one per day, for like 2 weeks. So it'd be fluent-ish to it in it. It is an entire language.
Well, it's also the fact of like we're trying to learn the language quick enough to be like we can learn it. If it for Rahamid, it's like we're not going to be sick
well,
for 2 more weeks, right?
While I understand that the way I have languages set up, and especially how they work, it's going to take a little bit to actually learn a language.
Wait,
I thought...
Hold on. With comprehend languages, wouldn't it be a sped up process for me?
No, that automatically translates it. There's no learning aspect to it.
Well, there's a difference between knowing the language and being fluent in the language.
Yeah, but this is another inconvenience of playing as a temporary character. Like, this is something I want to be able to interact more as a temporary character. But now it's just like, it's pointless because by the time I fucking learn it, it's like, oh, I gotta bring Gratcha back.
Well, if you know the language, you can speak the language, you're just not fluent in it. Like, you can speak it, but you probably can't read it. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, all I really need to do is be able to speak
it. You can still speak it. You can speak it and vaguely understand it. It just takes you a little bit to process it. Like when you go over the lessons and all that, you can actually, yeah.
Yeah, so just focusing on, like, just speaking it and understanding it, not counting at, like, trying to learn the written portion. For now.
All right.
Comprehend languages can take care of that if I see it on a written wall.
All right. Noted. Okay, so still, that's kept in mind. Nevertheless, with that being said, I think... Yeah, actually, I got a... I can call it for the night. I gotta call it for the night right now, because I got something going on in the morning tomorrow.
So, you want me to stop recording?
Sure, yeah. Also, thoughts on the session, because I know for some of you it's